I conquered the fear of dying with these 5 actions. Hi, I'm Dave. I'm 62 years old and on a quest to stop aging. Now, today's journey is the second one in my No Fear series, where I'm talking about fears us elder people have, or any of us have, at any age. For most people, dying may not be a fun topic, even at Halloween. But I'm not here to cause a bunch of anxiety and spook you. I just want to share how I started to handle the dreadful topic of dying. I'll try not to go into the dark doom and gloom stuff. No need to get depressed. This is going to be light, hopefully a little fun, and I'm going to show you 5 simple transformational shifts that helped me get some peace of mind. Hey. Thanks for coming by and welcome to my adventures. Today I'm visiting something we'd all love to avoid: dying. Now, I said I was going to keep it light and funny, but I realize some of you, my friends, may have lost a loved one or are dealing with one who may be transitioning at this very moment. And I want you to know that I grieve with you. And today's video is not intended to make light of the burden that you may be carrying. We all handle this morbid topic differently, and this is just an accounting of my own personal experience, or lack thereof, to date. Decades ago, when I was a little tyke, my dad was the minister of a church, and you can probably guess there was no shortage of weddings or funerals there. And while I always pushed to be first in line for the piece of wedding cake, I avoided funerals at all costs. And that brings us to my first action point: embrace the inevitable.
Really? That's step 1?
Really, that's step 1. Yes, the Grim Reaper is one of those things none of us can avoid, like taxes, or my closet is full of random junk. I ignored dying for decades, avoided funerals, hospital visits, and all of that. Face the Grim Reaper head on? Oh, hello, Mr. Grim Reaper. Is it my time already?
I'm not here for you. I just heard my name called, and I was passing by on my way to collect someone else.
The topic of dying was unavoidable, and soon close friend died, then a parent, relatives, even my ex, and it could no longer be ignored. Dreadfully, I had some of my own health issues, and the Grim Reaper suddenly seemed closer than ever. Instead of wasting energy and stressing over it, I embraced it. And guess what? Once I accept it's going to happen, it stops being that monster lurking in the shadows. It's just a part of life. Bring it on. I'm ready. No fear. My second step is to focus on legacy. Now, I'm not talking about getting my name etched into a statue somewhere, but what kind of a mark am I leaving behind? Think about it. Once I'm gone, what's left? My old college photo albums with those 80s hairstyles? I'd rather leave behind a legacy on how I impacted or inspired people. Not the whole world, but those in my community. Like my kids, my grandkids, my friends, my neighbors, and yes, even you too. I'd like to hope that maybe I taught someone a skill or gave them a hint of advice that changed their life. Legacy doesn't mean fame or followers. It means making a positive impact in my own circle, whether big or small. Now, I believe we're here to focus and help out each other and helping even that ungrateful neighbor or coworker. Life is certainly not about living forever. It's about living in a way that people near me remember how I helped them out in some way, even if they never acknowledge it while I'm alive. My third step is a little more, I'll say, reflective. It's time to get a bit spiritual. And no, I never joined a monastery or shaved my head. But seriously, I think we all wonder what's beyond this life. And curiosity can bring a lot of peace, since we've already subscribed to step number one, embracing death. Personally, I would never suggest or force anyone to follow a particular religion, teaching, or meditation. But for me, I'm inspired most by the teachings of Jesus, and while at the same time turned off by most religions that follow him. While I have a firm belief in God, I am equally disappointed in most religions because to me, they seem to be run by men who are seeking power or control or fame or money behind the facade of a God. Now, everyone has their own take on that, and I really don't want to get into it all, but whether it's heaven or reincarnation or becoming a cosmic dust bunny, whatever it is, knowing that you can believe in something helps get rid of that fear of death. And it actually helps turn it into curiosity, I think. Instead of dreading what's next, I start to think, hey, what if this is actually pretty cool? Now, I have a number of friends and relatives who are atheists, and I don't mean to make fun of them, but I did catch one of them yelling and cursing at the sky one day, and I thought, you didn't believe in God. I don't, he responded, and I asked, so why are you yelling at God if you don't believe in him? So even when I'm not sure, reflecting on the spiritual side, even just a little, can open my mind to the idea that death isn't an ending, but just another part of the journey. Step 4, live healthy and in the present. Now that is what this channel and my journey is all about. Living a healthy life isn't just about adding years. It's about feeling good while I am here. Living in the present means I'll worry less about things that are out of my control, including death. If I'm busy focusing on right now, whether it's playing with my parakeets, watching a movie, or burning dinner, there's less time to worry about that big scary stuff in the future. Also, I take care of myself, not because I'm frightened of dying, but because I want to enjoy living. And trust me, when I feel good, life just gets easier and funnier. And last, explore new horizons. Let me ask you, how much time have you spent thinking, I wish I could have done that, or maybe someday I'll try this? Well, I'm here to remind us that someday is here and it is now. Now, I don't have to climb Mount Everest or run a marathon to try new things. There are so many things to learn and ways to experience them. I mean, in the past year alone, I've tried my hand at 3D world building, screenwriting, learning a new computer language, and I've made a quick trip to Las Vegas and even learned a thing or two there. And when I'm actively exploring the world around me, it's hard to fear death. I'm too busy finding the next adventure. And that curiosity, the unsatisfying hunger for more, makes every day feel like a new opportunity, not a countdown. Should I spend my time worrying about the end or figuring out what's around the next corner? So these are my 5 steps that I use to stop fearing death and start living a whole lot more. Embrace the inevitable, focus on my legacy, reflect on the spiritual, live healthy in the present, and explore new horizons. What a solid plan, right? Death may be unavoidable, but fearing it, that's optional. And whether you're 99 years young or 31 years old, alive or dead, you are valued and you are loved and you are my friend. So in the comments for this video, let me know how you handle the topic of death.